time on Highway Through Hell, a whiteout
Nobody's coming, I'm here.
becomes a workout for Colin and Mighty Mo. A cliffside crash
Bad corner.
has Dylan in a tight battle.
Watch it! Watch it!
And a deep problem
Unbelievable.
forces Jamie to dig out an old weapon.
Oh, baby.
How bad was the hill? Put your chains on.
BC's Coquihalla Highway. The first major storm of winter
Boy, it looks dangerous, doesn't it?
has unleashed its fury.
You do not want to come into this mess.
Snow plows and graders are on the mountain.
Can't see past your windshield.
It's quite unreal how quickly the weather can change up here. 1 minute it's nice, and 15 minutes later you're in a complete whiteout.
I hate the winter.
Winter comes in hard and fast. And usually it'll catch people off guard, especially the first storm of the season.
It's gonna be a gong show on Othello.
On a side road just off the Coke,
Just making sure the chain's tight.
a prairie trucker
Oh, goodness.
takes shelter from the storm.
I don't like the mountains to begin with. Never mind the winter. Never done this before. That's why I'm
Richard Reimer is preparing for his first trip
better to be safe than sorry.
down one of the toughest backroad trucking routes near Hope.
Othello Road is one of the nastiest places around here. This is a goat's trail on the back of a mountain.
With extreme grades and hairpin turns, Othello Road is the stuff of nightmares for truckers.
Get over this way! Come on! Follow the truck!
After chaining up below an overpass,
All right. That's as good as I can get it.
it's time for Richard
Okay.
to run Othello Road. On the highway through hell, closure is not an option. Just north of Hope, Richard Reimer
That was a snowplow.
picked the wrong spot to chain up.
Scared the ever-living daylights out of me.
Now the mountain rookie still faces a white-knuckle drive
11%.
down the notorious Othello Road.
21 years of driving, and this scares me. I don't want to be out here. It's my first time going to the water plant, so I'm really nervous.
Even with chains on,
Trying to keep her from sliding. This is very sketchy. I don't know if I'm gonna get down there. Come on! This is downright frickin' scary.
Richard's taking it slow.
I'm doing 15 kilometers an hour.
But can't get there fast enough.
250 meters to the driveway where I gotta be.
Sometimes you think to yourself, why am I in this crazy place? There's easier ways to make a living.
Here we are. I made it to the water plant driveway. Whew. And it's downhill from here. Oh, my word.
It really started snowing heavily.
Just west of Othello Road, the storm's getting worse.
Holy, that wind's cold out there.
High winds and drifting snow threaten to shut down all roads around Hope. At Jamie's shop, lead driver Colin McLean
There we go.
chains up a wrecker he's never run.
I'm just trying to get them super, super tight. I don't want to have any chain slap on Jamie's truck. I want to make sure everything's nice and secure.
Colin's heading out in Jamie's classic 40-ton truck, the Mighty Mo.
This is my first day with Mo. I'm gonna give her, take it right to the limit. Let's see if it can do what it's supposed to do.
So far this winter,
Yeah!
only Jamie has operated his prized Holmes 850,
Stand back.
a 40-ton mechanical wrecker he's counting on this season.
It's just a mean-looking, mean-sounding, mean machine.
With Jamie out of town, Colin's in the cab of the old-school wrecker.
Doesn't have heated leather seats, doesn't have an 18-speed transmission. There's no cup holder in it for your coffee. Got a couple big winches.
There's one in the ditch there just past the Hope exit.
Colin heads towards the Coke,
Oh, right into the snowbank.
but doesn't get far before he spots a semi stuck on an off-ramp.
Right now, Hope's getting one of its first major storms of the winter season. It's insane here right now.
What do we got going on here?
There's a tow truck on scene right before Hope. Slow down a bit there.
It's cold, there's blowing snow, there's snow drifts. It's horrible out right now. It's good times.
With no chains,
Tow hook! Where's your tow hook?
the driver's unprepared in more ways than one.
Your hook! Open the hood!
Tow hooks are often stored inside the engine compartment.
See these? Hooks! You got a wrench?
Means that I need to be extra prepared and more prepared.
Why in the hell would you drive into this kind of weather unprepared?
With a wrench from the Mo, Colin wrestles out a tow hook.
Here, both hands, walk.
Then gets some help pulling out a line from the big Holmes wrecker.
The free spool wasn't kind of kicking out of its gears. It's a little finicky, that truck. Even Jamie's still working out some of the quirks.
Get her in there. All right, put her in gear. Release all your brakes. And we'll start tugging on you. We'll get you out of here.
Colin puts the 44-year-old truck to the test.
Mighty Mo's meant for pulling. Simple. It's sort of the muscle.
Crank it hard.
We've got the chains on it. We've got it in low gear. We've got the lockers in.
Colin is struggling.
What the?
But the Mo is not the problem.
Hey, turn your wheel. Turn your wheel. Like that, straight.
It's really not hard, man. When somebody's pulling on you like that, just keep the wheel straight.
No, back that way, straight.
Good! Don't turn the wheel into the ditch! Come on!
Just outside Hope,
Come on, hit it!
Colins on his first run in the mighty Mo.
What the?
But an inexperienced driver isn't making it easy.
Hey, turn your wheel! Turn your wheel!
You're not water skiing off to the left and off to the right, right?
Like that, straight! No, back that way, straight! Good!
Just follow behind the guy that's helping you out, man.
Don't turn the wheel into the ditch!
But Colins got more on his hands than rough drivers. He's trying to get a handle on the vintage mechanical wrecker.
Come on!
Operating that 850 Holmes, it's old school and definitely works a lot different than the newer technology. Ready to dance, baby girl? You ready to dance?
Colins spent most of his time operating Jamie's modern heavy wreckers, HR 117, HR 116, and the Rotator.
I think really this will be a culture shock for Colin because he's probably only ran hydraulic wreckers most of his life.
Come a little bit.
The rebuilt classic has always been Jamie's passion.
Mighty Mo, I get it. It was a great truck, but it's old technology.
There you go.
But today, that old school technology gets it done.
Yeah, I know it.
Calling the toll for assistance.
Colin's next job is just down the road.
We got another guy here with a car carrier that's stuck in the snowdrift.
But this driver is prepared.
Morning, boss.
He had his winter clothes on and he was ready to get out and, you know, he knew what to do.
Put her in gear. Brakes off. We'll go together, all right?
But the rig will be a heavyweight challenge, even for the big Holmes wrecker. Fully loaded, the car carrier weighs over 80,000 pounds.
Come on, hit it!
For this pull, Mo needs all the might it can muster.
It's biting, it's hopping, it's spinning.
The heavy snow adds to the resistance.
It's got very, very low clearance, so the snow's kind of packing in underneath there. He knew how to drive his truck, he knew how to follow in behind. We need to keep the momentum up.
Colin and Mo finally managed to pull the car carrier out of trouble.
Felt pretty good to get it to the top. Definitely working with Mo is an adventure. It's like an old battleship, really. It really is. It's a lot of work.
Anybody tell me what the Thru is doing tonight?
25 miles east of Hope,
There's an accident there.
a semi has flipped on a narrow stretch of Highway 3.
Got the whole right lane shut down.
The trailer is lying on a no-post
Oh my goodness.
on the edge of a 1,000-foot drop.
Holy moly.
A flagger is one of the first on scene.
A couple of deer were on the road. He swerved to miss the deer. and lost it. He's got a badly injured shoulder. He's gone to Princeton Hospital. He probably should have hit the deer.
Just heading out to Highway 3, bringing out mission 9-0, which is the my 35-ton record.
Mission Towing's Dylan Greenwood is called out to the crash.
See if we can get this thing back on its wheels as fast as possible.
Dylan's boss, Ken DePerrin, knows the risks of this notorious route.
Highway 3 is a very dangerous road. You never know what you're going to run into.
Gotta go crawling through some brakes. There's a little bit of a cliff here. I'm surprised he's not off it. It's a bad corner. There's a lot of trucks that go down there and sometimes come up in pieces.
The driver swerved to avoid the deer and rolled onto the no post, coming to a stop just feet from the abyss.
We're right on the edge of a cliff. You probably got 500-foot cliff above us and 1,000 feet to the bottom on the other side.
Dylan has a look at the rig
Jim's coming, we'll unload it.
and its cargo.
It's pulp paper. It's just heavy bales of paper.
The trailer is too damaged to flip with the load inside.
With the pulp paper, it's very heavy, so we're gonna have to unload the trailer to upright it.
Another mission wrecker arrives to help with the recovery. But with a full cleanup crew hours away, Dylan decides to unload the heavy bales with what he has on site.
We're trying to lessen the weight, lessen the strain on the side of the trailer. Watch yourself. Coming through.
The dense bundles are winched out one at a time.
They're about 250 kg a block, and there's a lot of weight here.
Each bundle weighs over 2 tons.
It's one big wrecking ball.
With the last of the paper bales nearly out, Dylan needs to find a way to flip the semi back onto its wheels.
We're obviously gonna have to worry about this light pole here that's resting against, and about 1,000 feet of nothing. You're pretty much walking on the edge. There's nothing but darkness below you.
If you fall off, you're gone. You can get hurt very badly.
With a strap around the trailer and lines from both heavy wreckers, Dylan must work in sync with the second truck to flip the tractor trailer upright.
Come on, close to the strap. We gotta go on the dangerous side of the trailer to be able to run the straps underneath it. There's nothing really to tie off to. If you slip, probably gonna fall to your death.
But the trailer is so tight against the barrier, Dylan can't work the strap through.
We're gonna pull it away from the barrier. We had to move it off the barriers a little bit just to get enough room in there to be able to get the strap underneath it. Beautiful. I think I probably got enough gap in there about you amount now.
Finally, there's just enough room to get the strap through.
All goes to plan, a little empty trailer come flopping over. If the truck's rigged up, we shouldn't shut the highway down.
Traffic on Highway 3 is stopped for the flip.
Gotta love closures, eh? Oh, man, what a drag.
There we go. Anytime you close the highway down, pressure's on. You gotta get the highway cleared off as quick as possible.
Watch it! Watch it!
On Highway 3,
Keep pulling.
Mission Towing's Dylan Greenwood
A little more.
is trying to flip a wreck beside a 1,000-foot drop. Earlier tonight, the tractor trailer rolled and slid to a stop beside the cliff.
Pulling hard. We're trying to obviously hold this compromised trailer together.
Working on a job like this on a steep slope, it can be very dangerous and unforgiving.
Careful now.
Watch it! Watch it!
Puts a smile on your face when you get a truck and you roll it over back onto its wheels. All right, almost done. We'll get it off the highway as quick as possible. Beautiful.
After clearing the wreck from the dangerous corner,
And I'm just so glad that the job's finished. He's getting better and better all the time.
Dylan's heading home.
Yeah, it's good to get her loaded out of there. That's a bad spot to be working in.
Okay, road's clear. Oh, wicked. Right on, bud, thanks.
Near Hope on Highway 1,
No, we weren't prepared for this today.
the blowing snow isn't letting up.
15 to 25 centimeters.
This storm come in pretty hard and fast. Caught a lot of people off guard.
Why am I getting out in this weather? Oh,
Colins' first day in the mighty Mo has drifted into night.
It's cold, there's blowing snow, there's snow drifts, huge wind gusts. It's horrible out right now.
Any of you guys that are westbound at the Flood Hope exit, just watch yourself.
Now he's heading up an off-ramp,
We got a wrecker that's gonna try and go up this other exit here, so.
driving against traffic,
Can I even get over this way?
trying to reach an on-ramp,
I don't even think anybody's plowed in here yet.
stopping drivers in their tracks.
This whole freeway on-ramp was basically a big snowdrift. It's completely jammed up.
Snow plows can't clear the on-ramp until Colin clears the lane.
Whoa! It opened the door at one point and it almost blew the door right off of Mo.
Hi.
We're just on the phone with...
Nobody's coming, I'm here.
We ran into a family. They're stuck in a snowdrift. Now, you definitely want to get the kids to safety.
Can you move it all?
That's about as far as we're going.
Okay. Can you go forward it all a little bit? Back it up. All right. Kids in the car. Okay. All right.
You're always a little extra concerned when there's kids involved.
All right. Getting a little strap and a hook and something just to help these people out. Stuck in a world of hurt, and I can't leave them. Want you to turn the wheel to the left a little bit. Okay. We're just gonna kind of ride till we get you through this snowbank. I'll release you and you guys will be on your way, okay?
It's a simple tow. But getting onto the highway is serious business.
Give it a moment. It's a good place to die right here.
Colin waits for a break in traffic until it's safe to let the family go.
Kid, you're all good to go, sir. Thank you so much. Be safe, kids. I'm not even gonna charge for that one. Come on, let's go!
Just when it seems the nightmare is over, another car gets caught in the drift.
Oh, why did you stop?
It's insane here right now. They just keep driving into this big snowdrift.
Why are people stopping?
Working in the blowing snow like that makes it harder to see. It makes it hard to walk. It's coming at you from all directions. What's happening is they're driving into the snowbank,
There you go.
basically lifting their car off the ground, and their tires aren't able to get traction on the road. It was getting a little frustrating.
The on-ramp has become a snow trap.
As I was pulling one car out of the sinkhole, another car was just driving into it.
Never do it. It's 3 feet deep.
Obviously, you could see that there was a spot where cars were getting stuck.
Keep going. Go, go, go.
Once again, Colin tries to rescue another driver. But moments later, another vehicle is swallowed by the heavy snow.
Sometimes between Mother Nature and human nature, you just feel like giving up.
In hope, Colin is reaching his breaking point as car after car gets stuck on an on-ramp.
At this point, I'm getting run down. It's cold. You're getting pelted by 80 km/h sideways snow.
There we go.
Once again, Colin will have to lean on Mighty Mo. To clear the cars so the snow plows can clear the ramp.
Kind of looking for my second win there. My hands were cold.
This is stupid.
I was tired, but I couldn't give up yet.
Hey, Matt, try to drive forward a bit. Perfect. Come on, turn your wheel a little bit. To the right again. Mom, you have yourself a good night.
Finally, a glimmer of hope.
There's a fall right there. Woo!
But Colin's battle isn't over.
Oh, look at this, guys.
If he can get the semi on its way,
The hits keep coming.
the plow should be able to clear the on-ramp.
If I can get traffic moving, hopefully I can get that plow guy down. We can get this all cleaned up and pushed off.
As Colin moves out, the plow moves in.
Plow coming.
Send me still blocking the east ramp going onto the highway here and hope, or is it cleared out of the way now? And there you guys go, extra 168 is open again. Nice.
Colin's first run in Jamie's classic record is a victory.
Mo's gonna make it through the rest of the night. She's a good, solid truck. We're gonna work her.
But took its toll on Jamie's lead operator.
Good thing I'm healthy. Or else it'd be killing me right now.
It's nice to run the old equipment, but there was a place for that back in 1974.
The next day in Hope,
Wow.
Jamie returns
This is deep.
to find his yard buried in snow.
Okay. Unbelievable. The snow's just dumped on us and basically paralyzed everything around here. You know what we should do, Paris? Let's get a measuring tape and measure the snow just to figure out how much actually fell. And there's snow up to my knees in this yard. It was bad. What's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 foot 8. That has to top last year's record, I think.
So too, yeah.
Last winter, another storm snowed in Jamie's fleet.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks trapped in here. When have I ever been stuck in my own yard? Never. This is getting stupid. We really need a machine here to clear snow.
This year, Jamie has a secret weapon, a vintage bulldozer. But first, Jamie has to get to it.
Are you there?
Sure.
Is it good?
That's good, James. Pop the hood.
Originally, I spot the Dozer in a friend of mine's tow yard in Revelstoke, like an early 40s tractor. And all I had to do was drag it home. Now I've got something to move snow in the winter. In the summertime, I was clearing this in to put some grass, and then it blew a hydraulic line.
Jamie's handy cousin Paris will help try to get the plow started.
It ran fine.
Grab some jumper cables, a Tundra, some quick starting fluid, and then we just see what we can do with it.
Fix that one hydraulic line, and then we'll be able to clear the road. Get a handle on the handle.
They remove and replace the blown hydraulic line.
Bottom. So we got that fixed up right away. I think this battery must be just frozen.
But the battery won't take a boost. So Jamie drops in a new one.
And a little bit of monkey wrenching, and we'll get it running. I love my old iron. I love tinkering with old things and making them work. Headlights are working. That way you can work all night, Paris.
The Dozer's covered in snow and it's cold out, and I'm a little skeptical that we can actually get this going.
After adding a little premium gas, Jamie hits the ignition.
Okay, go. We're getting a little smoke.
If they can't get the Dozer started, Jamie's fleet isn't going anywhere.
Oh, baby.
Jamie and Paris are trying to get an old Dozer running to dig out the yard.
Keep going.
But it hasn't run in months.
Give me a little gas. It's like an early 40s tractor. And really, you just gotta tinker with it a little bit. Some fine tuning, and she starts right up. Good to go.
I look over to Jamie. He looks pretty damn happy.
That's perfect. You know, to be able to go tinker with it a little bit and it starts up, you know, that's a really good feeling.
After bringing the old Dozer back to life, Jamie digs in to keep his trucks on the move.
It did plow the snow really good. I was impressed.
This year, we were a little more prepared with this old machine, and it saved the day for us. It was perfect. We're almost on the home stretch here.
In Agassiz,
I'm gonna go catch Steve here. He's just coming in.
Mission Towing's Ken DePerrin needs to send a driver to an off-road recovery for police.
Steve, yeah, just got another call for you for a pickup truck somewhere up the side of the road.
Generally, when you're going to recover a stolen torch truck, there isn't a whole lot left.
Rolling out in a flat deck is operator Steve White.
We're headed up to West Harrison Forest Service Road. We try to take 4x4s up there, but because of the size of the truck, rather take a deck. Hopefully we can make it up.
Steve's been at Mission for less than 2 years, but has known Ken a lot longer.
We'll figure it out.
I've known Steve for probably 30 plus years. His father worked for us in our body shop. He rode in the General with me when he was a little kid.
Basically, I'll hold it with that one. We'll get hooked up.
All right.
My goal this winter is to step up my game with the heavy wreckers. I hope to learn a lot from Kenny and Dylan as well.
Yeah, we're coming up to the turnoff here.
The wreck is a 1-mile climb up a logging road.
The road's a little rough because they don't plow it.
Just a slight dusting of snow, so we shouldn't have too much of an issue making it up there.
Logging roads are icy. There's logging companies working up there, so you always gotta watch out.
But the potholes.
Wasn't expecting the road to be like this.
Are the least of Steve's problems.
You gotta be me.
The flat deck is losing traction.
The truck actually starts sliding off the road. My deck truck is not an off-road truck, and it's a big, heavy truck.
Alrighty. We're gonna try chaining up. Hopefully we can make it up there. Last resort, the only thing we can do.
If the chains don't work, he'll have to abandon the recovery.
Alrighty, ready to give her a try?
Even with better traction, it's tough going.
I'm driving up the road and it's very rough, lots of ice patches, potholes.
Right there.
Around the next corner is the stolen truck.
It is a challenge trying to get these things on your deck.
Steve takes a closer look at the burnt-out wreck.
They stole the tires and wheels off of it. What else? Possibly the tailgate? No, I got a license plate. It's a good thing. All right, let's go.
Stripped down to the axles, the pickup needs to be loaded onto the 21-foot flat deck.
I'm gonna hook onto the front tow hooks to try to get the truck turned towards my truck. Let's hope this works.
Steve secures the pickup.
right.
But loading the wreck is the easy part.
I'm not gonna bother try turning around, it's too risky. Not enough room for my deck to turn around.
Now he has to drive 1 mile down the mountain in reverse.
I got no choice. I have to drive backwards out on a snowy, ice-covered road.
It can be a very dicey situation. Start sliding and there's no stopping them.
The icy road conditions, poor visibility. Worst case scenario is you can back right off the edge of the road. I don't need to get stuck.
On a remote logging road,
If I get stuck, I'll have to call my heavy wrecker out to come and get me.
mission towing Steve White is forced to back down an icy, winding road.
I really don't want to do that, because I'll never hear the end of it.
It's 1 mile to the main road below.
I'm not a big fan of backing down a 30-plus foot truck on a snow-covered gravel road.
Steve was taking a chance on doing that, but it's the only way he could have got that out.
Road seems so much wider coming up.
Potholes aren't the only danger.
This road is an active logging road, so there is that dangers of having to worry about logging trucks. Always watching my mirrors. Visibility is next to nil because of the windy road. It takes a while, but as long as I can get out alive, that's all that matters.
After 30 minutes in reverse,
relief.
Steve finally reaches the main road.
I can't believe I just backed down all of that and made it out.
Steve, I think, did very good on this. He used his common sense. The younger guy could get himself in trouble on a job like this.
Not to be arrogant, but there isn't a whole lot of guys that'll do it. They just happen to pick me, and I'm the craziest one to go do that crap. That's it.
Compact snow and ice there.
In hope, Colin rolls into Jamie's yard in Mighty Mo.
This is the first time I'm trying out Mo. I definitely prefer the advantages of the newer technology for sure.
Well, how was the day?
That truck's a lot of work.
You found it a lot of work to drive?
It's definitely a lot of work. I don't know how you old-timers did it back in the day. Big cog on it to free spool the winches.
Hard to pull.
Well, that too.
In order for a guy to really be successful using Mighty Mo, the Holmes 850, you've got to understand what they can do and what they can't do. And some of these young guys like Colin, maybe they don't understand that.
No, she's a lot of fun.
Yeah. But you wouldn't want to drive it every day.
Maybe around Hope.
Mo definitely deserves to be in a museum. Get in there and stay there.
Well, it's at the Jamie Davis retirement home for antique wreckers. Antique Roadshow, right?
Yeah.
It's a man's truck. You got to work that truck in order to make it sing.
Oh.
I think it's time to make a fire, don't you?
Yeah, fire time.
Yep.
Oh, first should already have that going.
Oh, it's cold.
Next time on Highway Through Hell, a remote mountain wreck
No, I think we're on the wrong road.
has Team Green in in deep.
This timber's gonna snap.
Jamie takes a mighty swing.
It's gonna go like this.
At a jackknife semi.
Off the road.
And
coming in hot.
A roadside recovery reveals Colins' nightmare.
This is where I'm gonna die.